Hey, welcome to C&D Farms, and title of this video is why I chose Ridgid over Milwaukee. And stick around, watch the video, and find out why a small hobby farmer, homesteader, chose Ridgid over Milwaukee and other brands. Hello again, this is Tim with C&D Farms, and I hope you enjoyed a little bit of the intro footage of me doing just a little bit of brush hogging around the road, around the property, and whatnot. And the title of the video today is going to be Ridget Tools versus, say, Milwaukee or DeWalt or Makita. I'm not, there's other brands out there, Ryobi. I'm not a sponsor of any of them, and so I want to put that out there first. And also, I'm not being paid in any shape, form, or fashion to make this video. This is just why, and that's the title of the video this week, is why I bought Ridget Tools over Milwaukee. And I'm using Milwaukee because I use Milwaukee tools, or we have Milwaukee tools where I work. That's what I've bought for. The ones that follow this channel know that I'm a firefighter. I work for the fire department, and I also do emergency management stuff. So we've bought Milwaukee tools for our department. That's just what we use. We've had DeWalt in the past. We still got some DeWalt, but we're kind of switching over to Milwaukee. That's what we've bought lately. But why did I buy Ridget tools for my farm? And I'll give you kind of the, this is the non-paid advertisement, just a everyday user, farmer, hobby farmer answer, being most cost efficient. There's nothing wrong with Milwaukee. There's nothing wrong with DeWalt. I've used those as well. There's nothing wrong with, Ryobi or any of those tools. But this is why I chose Ridget over, say, the other ones. The first one was it was more economical for me, and it was still a good quality tool. So I understand that you can buy a cheap tool, and that's what you're going to get. You're going to get a cheap tool. So for me, they had, it was easy access. The Home Depot in our locality sells it. I can also order it online. I will put a description of some of the tools that I have in the description box. Put a link to those tools. So it's not through Amazon, so it's just a link to, I think, Home Depot. It may be Amazon, but it's just a link to it. So I wanted a good quality tool, and I felt like through my research, looking at the Ridget tools and also looking at the Milwaukee tools, to me, just what I base mine on, and this is just my opinion, I know there's people out there that are going to swear by the other tools, and that's fine. I understand that. It's just for me in my area, what was easy to get to was the Milwaukee and also the Ridget. So, and I chose Ridget because for me, at the time, the Milwaukee was just out of my price range. And I want to say something about that because I don't want this to be a bash on Milwaukee, because as I said, I do use it. It is a pro Ridget tool for the weekend person, the homesteader that may not use it every day. This is a great tool. This is also a great tool for contractors. One of my friends, I've got two different contractor buddies. One swears by Ridget, and one swears by Milwaukee. So both of them use their tools every day. Both of them use their tools to the maximum ability of their tool. Trust me. If you know these people, you know that. But that's why I chose Ridget. For me, it was more economical, and it's something that I'm not going to use this tool every single day of my life, at least not at this point. I will admit that Milwaukee has more of a line of a tool. They have more tool varieties. Ridget has a lot, don't get me wrong, but it seems like Milwaukee is built more for the craftsman or the tradesman in certain fields. They really focus on, say, the electrical industry or the pipe fitting and plumbing industry. So they have a lot of that. So, but that's what they're known for. But now I want to say, let's get to the Ridget tools. This was the main reason I wanted to buy a new tool set. I had a small DeWalt set. It was the old style. It was the 18 volt, several years old. And to get new tools, I was going to have to switch to a new battery. But the reason I was even looking for a tool was I wanted a 1/2 inch driver to be able to take off the bigger bolts, lug nuts, deal with tires, stuff like that on my farm, and I didn't have that and have a battery tool to do that. So that's why I chose this. I got a kit. You can catch them. I bought it at Christmas time at Home Depot. That's when you can really catch them on sale. It consists of 2 drills, a grinder. I like this grinder. It's great for sharpening lawnmower blades and stuff like that. They have a bigger one. And I don't have the Sawzall or the, I guess it's a reciprocating saw. Don't want to say the wrong thing. And then this is a drill slash hammer drill that I have. The other ones are at the house. I've got a skill saw. You may have seen that when I was doing the porch video. So that's why I chose Ridgid. It's a good quality tool. And if you're looking for an economical set of tools for your projects on the weekends, and even if you're a contractor, I'm gonna say this is an awesome tool. I'm not into doing it. I've never done reviews on tools, and I probably should show them being used more. But I have used them on several little projects before I even started really videotaping projects. That's kind of one of the things that I'm gonna start doing. So you're going to see a lot more of these Ridgid tools in my videos to come. I feel especially this one, I've got a bush hog that's a project, and there you go. I've been using that on that one. This one right here, grinder, love it until I get a shop built. But that's what I plan on. And also, I wanted a tool that I felt like the battery was going to stay the same for several years. And just looking at it, and I don't know, I didn't go, so people may beat me up in the comments. It just looks like the battery has kind of stayed the same for the Ridgid and the Milwaukees. And I know DeWalt changed. Some of the other ones have changed. And Milwaukee has a 12 volt line, or I think it's a 12 volt line, small battery. It's a smaller tool though. And so does Ridgid, I think, has a smaller tool line with a different style battery. But I just wanted something that was going to felt like I was going to be able to keep it for several years to come. So that's why I chose Ridgid. So that's pretty much all I got on the Ridgid. Give you a little bit of a farm update, and we will also close the video with a little tour of Henderson Point, where we went camping last weekend. I know kind of missed a week on the videos. But we went camping last weekend, had an excellent time, and we, new campsite, Henderson Point, North Carolina. It's next to Henderson, but it's on the Kerr Lake Reservoir, so it's a huge lake. Lots of activities. If you're down there, I highly recommend Henderson Point. If you're into camping, that is an excellent campground. It's on the water. You'll see where we stayed. There's 2 sections, and I only videoed the lower section. But the lower section, if you can get a site there, you pretty much back your camper up. You can walk right out onto the water. Nice sandy beaches. Awesome campground. I'll have that in the video with just a little walk around of the lower circle of Henderson Point. So stay tuned for that if you want to see it. And on the farm update, where we are right now is we had the perk test done, or the soil analysis test done. We've paid the enormous fee that you've got to pay to the health department to get a septic permit and a well permit. So that is in the mail and being processed. So hopefully we can start that process real soon. The bank and all of that has all of our information. We're just kind of waiting on the final outcome of that. So, I mean, we may be another month before we break ground. really slower than I expected. This process is going slow, but you know what? The Lord knows, and the Lord knows when He wants this door to open. And no matter how much I, uh, wish for it to open up today, tomorrow, it's not going to happen until the Lord wants us up here. I think the Lord is moving to get us here. It's just my human impatience uh, is not lining up with what the Lord really wants. And I struggle with that sometimes, but I know He knows best, and that's where when I'll be here is when He's ready for me to be here. And so that's kind of where our update is. I didn't have a lot to show. I hope you enjoyed a little bit of me mowing some of the roads on the brush hog. My big brush hog, my big rotary wing is out of commission right now. One of the got a welder coming. A few spots I saw on it that I wanted to get welded up before I tackle this whole farm. And I've got about 60 some acres to brush hog. Probably starting in the next week. That may be the next videos is me doing that. Hope to have it welded up sometime this week. Possibly by the end of the week. My welder, I'm gonna pray for him. They've had a death in their family, so I know first of the week they're not going to be. He said he's not going to be around, but may be able to get to it the next of the week. So that's all I've got today. I want to, thank everybody for watching this channel. I hope it's interesting to you. This is a little bit of a tool review. So if you're interested, hey, what I've seen so far, Ridget tool, pretty awesome tool. So nothing against the other ones. It's just this is the one I chose to meet my budget, and thus far I'm real satisfied. So enjoy the walk around a Henderson Point, and I'll see you at the next video.